Okay, this is like my third time trying to record this video. I'm actually trying to do a serious video for once. Now, this Olive Garden website is just, something I made. It's an actual, HTML document. That's besides the point. See, I'm kind of having, a rocky road with, Olive Garden right now due to some, issues with someone, being lazy, not attempting to get our van in working order, resulting in us paying cabs all the time, and resulting in not being able to finish Christmas. That's besides the point. This is a video about the school system, not about my life. I'll make another video about my life at some point. I know you don't want to hear that, but I will. So this is my first video that I've actually written, like a 20-word script for. I just want to cover 3 main points about why the school system is flawed and needs to be fixed, and it's corrupt. And there's one way that it's corrupt, and it's quite obvious. But I'm not gonna go into the like typical, oh, they're judging us based on gender identity and stuff. That's not what I'm covering in this video. I'm covering the more technical things like how long the school duration is, like homework, the way they're teaching us. I'm not saying the other stuff, there isn't anything flawed about that, but that's not what this video is about. So the first thing I want to cover is the amount of school kids are required to do. And and I don't know why I didn't think about this before. There's another thing about the duration of school that I want to go over, maybe a fourth point, that really angers me. It's just ridiculous. Now, like I said, the first thing I want to go over is the duration of school. So school's in session Monday through Friday, which if you do the numbers, it's 20% of the total week. That's a little over the top if you ask me. So in 7th grade, we had this assignment to write an essay about whether they should take Monday off or not. And of course I went with, yeah, they need to take it off because it saves money, it saves kids stress. And you know what else saves kids stress? When they don't have homework. And that's my second point. Homework shouldn't exist. And I know that's kind of a controversial issue, but it shouldn't. Think about it like this. When an adult works, they do their work at work. They don't go home and do their homework. That's not how it works. So a kid shouldn't have to be doing something that an adult is not required to do. And technically, being forced to do something at home unrelated to work is illegal. That's just the fact. I'm not trying to say anything. Okay. Third thing is a bit confusing, but basically it's schools at this point is all about Googling answers. And I've been, taught multiple times that's not the right way to do stuff. And I know the whole, information is free thing, which it is, but learning is a whole different thing. You have to understand it. So if you look up on Google fundamental theorem of calculus, antiderivatives and derivatives are opposite. You're not really going to understand what that means. Yeah, you know what opposite means, but what's a derivative? Now, there is a teacher in my school that actually teaches stuff, and that's my math teacher, because you're kind of required to understand math to know math. Because, I'm in algebra. I should be in, calculus already, but because back then with all the bullying, and I'm not playing the victim here, but with some bullying epidemics, just me kind of becoming lazy and stuff that was happening with my dad and everything. My grades didn't look too good, but that's for another video. It's just, I don't know, I think Google's used too much. My earth science class, and I'm not saying anything bad about my earth science teacher, or my hospitality teacher. They're married, by the way. Yeah, it's just, I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just the way that the things are set up just doesn't feel like learning. And I'm not saying that should be completely out of the question, Google, but there's too much of it. And this fourth thing that I didn't script into this video, but I really want to go over, something that affects me a lot is, it's not completely related to school, but it's still quite annoying. And that's their restrictions on truancy. I could talk about truancy all day. And, okay, what's the big deal with truancy? You get wrote up. What's the big deal? Well, see, around here, they have something I like to call CPS, or the DCS, whatever you want to call it, Child Protective Services. They're not protecting anyone. They're taking kids away from their families. And they threaten to do that with us because we're not going to school. We missed 7 days out of the 180 days. We're being neglected. We're not being fed. We're dumb. No, I'll let you know I'm not dumb. I participated in Spell Bowl and I only missed one word the entire time. If you don't know what Spell Bowl is, it's basically spelling bee with a couple different things. That's all I want to say about that. I could do a completely different video on DCS. That's another problem I have. That's all I have for this video, really. I know I got a little angry then, but this is kind of, important stuff about the well-being of children. People seem to be worried about that these days. Yeah.